Morning everyone, my name is Elazar Daniel.
And I'm Claire Ann.
And I'm Julie Nicole.
And this is CBA Central News. For today's top story, the Apple company released one of their best work as of now, the iPhone 6. The company said that it's not just like the previous iPhones. It's different with lots of applications, styles, and programs added. It was released in several countries like US, Dubai, European countries, Singapore, and etc. The company believes that the iPhone 6 will be quickly sold because they did their best, not just because it's an Apple product, but because they want to prove that even Steve Jobs is dead, his works will still continue.
In other news, Barangay 94 Zone 3, San Francisco, Street Tondo, Manila, a barangay kagawad named Dindo Lopez died on a gang war between the group of gangsters and the group of police. One of the members of the gang captured the kagawad and killed it. They thought that he is a police too. The police are now searching for the suspects, the suspect named alias Palpik, and the gang leader named Totoy Bimbo. Now the Manila Police and Tondo District Police found out that these suspects are also involved in some crimes like kidnapping, holding, and carnapping. So they are willing to search for these guys to face and will find Mr. Lopez some justice. Now let's go live with Justin to give us more information about what happened.
Live with SP Otto Gonzalez to get more information about the incident. Ma'am, maaari niyo po bang maibahagi sa amin ang buong pangyayari?
Ang dalawang panig ay hindi nagkaroon ng pagkakaunawaan upang kumudyat ng pagkakasawi ng bawat kaibigan.
Ma'am, salamat po. At tungkol naman po sa mga suspects, sila po ba ay nahuli na?
Hindi pa, pero ginagawa namin ang aming makakaya upang mahuli sila.
Maraming salamat, ma'am.
In other news, 2 people were killed and more than 100 rescued after a ferry sank off the coast of Central Philippines, Disaster and Coast Guard authorities said on Sunday. Maharlika 2 left the De Leon port in southern Leyte province in the Central Philippines at noon on Saturday with 26 crew and 58 passengers, including 2 children on board the main fish show. The ship was also loaded with 13 vehicles, but the drivers were not listed in the manifest. Based on our initial reports, 2 people died and 102 were rescued by 3 vessels, including 2 foreign commercial ships. Commander Armand Barilo told reports, "We are not sure how many were still missing because it now appears that there were more people on board." An order to abandon the ship was given around 9 p.m. when it was buffeted by strong winds and huge waves hours after developing engine trouble in the late afternoon, he said. Scores, sometimes hundreds of people died each year in ferry accidents in the Philippines, an archipelago of 7,100 islands with a notorious poor record of maritime safety. Overcrowding is common and many of the vessels are in bad condition.
For our local news today, the Philippines' most active volcano has sent more huge lava fragments, throwing down its slope in an ongoing gentle eruption that has prompted authorities to evacuate thousands of villagers, officials said on Wednesday. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology has warned that a hazardous eruption of Mount Volcano located in the eastern Philippines is possible within this week. So the Billboard said that expect ashfall in some near cities around the Mayans area.
In world news, overpopulation has caused much trouble, not only in our country, but in other countries as well. The non-stop growth causes much people to be unemployed, many children are homeless, and leaves other people to live in slums. Now let's go live with Justin for the comments of the people.
Sir, maaari niyo ba ibigay ang opinion niyo sa biglang pagtaas ng ating populasyon?
Para sa akin, pagtaas ng populasyon napapansin ko ngayon kasi sa trabaho ngayon, nakikita ko napakarami talagang tao na hindi nakakapagtrabaho. Nakikita ko yung mga ibang bata makalat-galat na lang sila sa kalsada. Kaya tingin ko para sa akin talagang yung pagtaas ng hindi maganda kasi dumadami yung mga tao naghihirap ngayon at dumadami talaga yung mga lalo yung mga krimen na nangyayari kasi dahil sa mga unemployed ng mga tao. Kaya
We're here to get more information about the opinion of the people about the population. Miss, maaari niyo mo bang ibagi sa amin ang opinion sa dalawang pagtaas ng populasyon?
Kitang-kita naman natin na talagang hindi na iwasan na ang patuloy na pagtaas ng bilang ng populasyon dito, lalo na sa bansang Pilipinas. Lalo na sa mga formal settler na yan, di ba? Kasi hindi sila masyadong marunong or maalam sa paraan ng kung paano kumikaon ng family planning. So, dapat ang gobyerno or yung government natin is magbigay sila ng seminar, lalo na sa mga parting yun, para magkaroon sila ng learnings about kung paano ba nila kukontrolin magkaroon ng mataas na bilang ng kanilang, for example, ng mga nila. Kasi, dahil dun sa mataas na bilang ng populasyon, marami sa atin yung walang trabaho, di ba? And yung government siguro dapat na magbigay sila ng maraming bilang ng mga occupation para maraming tao din yung makapagtrabaho, and through that siguro mas matututo sila para kung paano magkaroon ng birth control or again, yung paggamit ng mga contraceptives. Siguro dapat din i-promote na rin nila yan. Pero syempre, yung mga Catholic is against siya. So, magkakaroon ng so, pwede mo ba yan?
Salamat po.
In other news, German captain Matthias Reichenbach has loaded protective gears, blankets, mosquito nets, soaps, and other cargoes into his C-160 military plane and is ready to take off on his third mission from the United Nations main staging area in Ghana, in a war that has claimed thousands of lives in 3 African countries. Instead of serving peacekeepers against insurgents in some bush wars, though the UN is battling a different type of deadly foe, Ebola. Accra, Ghana, which is the near of the Ebola-hit countries of Liberia, Syria, Leone, and Guinea, but has not itself been exposed to disease, has become the main staging area of the headquarters for the UN Mission for Ebola, Emergency Response or UNMEER. The establishment in September of what the UN describes as its first ever emergency health mission comes as an international effort against Ebola, which has killed nearly 5,000 people across West Africa, are finally being stepped up. The World Health Organization warns that there could be 10,000 new Ebola cases a week by December if the world doesn't get more heavily involved. Cuba sent 165 doctors to Syria, Leone, and 191 more doctors and nurses are joining them. China has already nearly 200 medical staff to West Africa and provided others humanitarian aids.
Kent Bundy was infected with Ebola while working as an obstetrician in Liberia and was repatriated to an American hospital, where he was treated with the experimental drug Zima. Bradley met Obama in the White House ahead of the president's visit to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control in Atlanta, Georgia. The president met briefly in the Oval Office with Dr. Kent Bradley and his wife Amber. White House spokesman Josh Earnest told reporters aboard the president's plane, Air Force One. U.S. will send 3,000 military personnel to West Africa to respond to the epidemic, which has already killed more than 2,400 people. The U.S. will also set up a command and control center in the capital of Liberia, the hardest hit country, build new treatment centers and train health workers. Obama expected to present the tragedy at the CDC. Do you know in a person's belly button with 1,000 different kinds of new species of bacteria? A man gave an example and what was found is belly button 1,000 kinds of bacteria that can be only found in Japan, where he used to live. And that's all for today.
The Philippine national team's stint in the 2014 FIBA Basketball World Cup gave the country a bump in the latest world rankings released by the International Basketball Body. From number 34, the Philippines rose 3 spots to number 31 after Gilas Pilipinas finished 21st out of 24 games in the World Championship.
Model Denise Cornejo waits for her release paper at Manila. Prosecutor's office on Tuesday, September 16. Her last night in detention at PNP CIDG detention facility in a Camp Crame turned out to be sleepless because she was excited to finally be released after posting bail. Cedric Lee and Zimaraz, her two co-accused in a Bong Barrio mail-wing and serious illegal detention case, were releasing on bail. Itagig court allowed the three to post 500,000 bail each.
And that's all the time we have for today, folks. Again, my name is Juan Jardino.
And I'm Claran.
And I'm Jill Nicole.
And this has been CBA Central News. Good morning.